don't care what happens, I wouldn't stand for it. Hey baby girls, and welcome to a new video. Don't mind the hair. I tried out heatless curls, and I mean, they turn out really well. It's just this side is like a whole different curl. Today we're doing a little blind date with a book. I saw this laying around and I was like, oh, it's just cute to do this. I'm gonna read to you what it says and then we're gonna unbox it together. I hope I don't have it. So yeah, it says, a pacey and powerful thriller from a best-selling crime writer centers on a defense attorney whose quiet life is shattered when a past case resurfaces. I'm really scared this is the defense, actually. If this is the defense, I don't have a video. I liked it, but it wasn't necessarily worth a reread. Mr. Tag is off. I got this at a charity shop in England, by the way. It's just there were no other ones, and then me and my mom were just like, we're curious to see if this is the book. If this is a book that I already have. I'm just gonna tear it, you know? I don't want to, but I am. Oh, it's not the defense. It's not the defense. Oh! This feels so illegal. I never tear my wrapping paper. A Karen Slaughter book. That was the last thing I was expecting. I've never read a Karen Slaughter book. So on the back it says, Lee doesn't like to talk about her sister, about the night that tore them apart, about what they did, but someone else is about to. How far will Lee go to protect her family? Interesting. Font is smaller than I was expecting. I'm curious, I kind of want to see if this is on Kindle or on Next Story. It's on Kindle, but on Kindle Unlimited. It is on Next Story. Wait, look at that. Because I have some things to do today, and just I've been reading so much for the last couple of days, obviously since I'm preparing so much for like vlogmas and bookmas, and I've been craving just to like journal or to play Sims or to do something else. And I almost always, if I listen to an audiobook, it tends to be in the crime genre. Not bad. I think I'll half read it, half listen it, but I'm excited. I've never read a Karen Slaughter book. My mom loves Karen Slaughter, so I'm actually going to send her a picture. Last time I did this, not last time, but the time before, it was actually funny because the book that I got as a blind date, my mom just finished, like, the day before. I will come back to you when I've started it. Hey guys, it's a little bit later. It's actually a lot later. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's literally like 5:30. My sock curls kind of fell out, but I think I'll try them again tonight. I'm like 10% into this now. Started reading. Yesterday I felt really shit, I don't know, and then today I again felt kind of into like a mental slump, like I didn't feel great. So I literally took a 2-hour nap. Like, it was an on and off nap. I couldn't focus on anything that was saying. I also finished a rather emotional book this morning. It's quite literally the only thing I've been able to think about. Besides that, I was also really just thinking about that book, so I had kind of trouble getting into this. I'm now 10% in. And I looked at the audiobook on Next Story, and for some reason it's 18 hours long, and this is a 440 page book, I think it was. And I mean, the font really isn't that big, like it isn't that big, and I think it is because the narrator just speaks slow, because I have it out, usually when I first start an audiobook I have it on 1.7/1.8, and then when I get better hang of the story I tend to go to 2 times speed, and right now 2 times speed is still too slow, and that's the highest it goes. So I think also the chapters are really long. It's like 440 pages and there's 20 chapters. Okay, I downloaded it on my Kindle, and my Kindle was like, yeah, you have 9 hours left. I was like, for a 440 page book, usually for me that would be then 5 hours, you know? I just finished another chapter, and I have seen really good reviews about it. Like, apparently it's very gripping, it makes you stay up all night, whatever. I just couldn't focus, so I just decided I don't know, play The Sims, do my journals, listen to the audiobook. I'm gonna have dinner relatively soon, so I'll have that, and then I think I'll just go in between reading and listening. Also, and I'll try the sock curls again tonight, and I can obviously then listen to it while I'm doing that and stuff like that. Like, I'm just gonna do some other stuff. I need to make some thumbnails for vlogmas, so maybe I'll do that, you know, like very casual, very relaxed. I do think once I'm more into it, I think I definitely am more able to just go and read the copy or read it on my Kindle. It's just right now I'm still like a little bit all over the place, and it was so much description. The prologue was 23 pages long, and then the first chapter was 20 pages long. Let me actually talk more about what it's about before I leave. I mean, usually I don't really want to say more than what's on the back, but she's a defense attorney and she has to defend this accused rapist. She's supposed to know him and she doesn't know where she knows him from. But you figure out pretty early in the book where she knows him from and how. That's it, really. The camera's dying, perfect timing. Hey guys. It's literally almost 11 p.m. at night. I've been listening to the audiobook, and can you guys tell me why I've listened to 7.5 hours of this audiobook and I'm not even 200 pages in? Can anyone explain that logic to me? Because I can't find it. I cannot find where that is logical, okay? My problem is, so I have 11 hours and 15 minutes left of this audiobook. But I am listening to it at 2x speed, so I have a little more than 5.5 hours left. Right? No way in hell I'm gonna finish that tonight. And no offense, this book, I'm not really enjoying it. So my whole issue at this moment is it's one, taking me very long. And obviously, I can physically read it and it would probably go a bit quicker. My problem is that when I was physically reading, my mind was anywhere but at this book. I didn't care. I don't care. I've seen pretty good reviews, and the rating on Goodreads is like a 4.5, like a 4.05 average, which is not bad, because like 100 plus 100,000 have read it. We know everything. We maybe don't know the whys, but we know that there's no mystery where I'm like, I need to know what happens before I can go to bed. Or like, I'm dying to figure out like what is gonna happen, or I don't know. It just feels not that special to me. And so godly slow for some reason that it has to be an 18-hour fucking audiobook, which I don't understand, because this book is 435 pages. Where do you even find 18 hours to talk about this? I saw a TikTok which said it had like high stakes and stuff, and how it would keep you up at night because it's just a fun time and it's a good book, it's a good story. But I'm experiencing none of that. I don't care what happens. I wouldn't stay up for it. And yeah, I guess there's high stakes, but like, yeah, okay, there is high stakes, but like no stakes where I'm like, oh. Maybe it's also because I'm not really connected to the characters. Like, yeah, I feel bad for them, but like, I feel no emotional connection towards them. So my plan is to ensure that I don't have a million hours left to read tomorrow, because honestly, I have such a busy day tomorrow that I don't really even have the time to finish this book, because I was supposed to start a whole nother book today. I was supposed to finish this and start a second book already, okay? Guys, I'm behind. You're gonna hear it probably every single vlogmas video. Guys, I'm so behind, but I am. I'm gonna read this physically for a little bit to ensure that I've caught up a little bit. It's the next day, and I want us to give a little update on the false witness. So last night I got to page 256. I stayed up until like 1 a.m. just doing some random stuff. I tidied a little bit, stuff like that, just because I wanted to get a little bit further into the audiobook. And since I've been listening today, I don't know how far I am now, but I have 3.5 hours left, so divided by 2, a little more than an hour and a half, like probably an hour and 45. So far, it has really intrigued me, like the other half of what I've read so far. It's a lot more like all of a sudden so much is going on at the same time, and I think that just made it a lot more fun. I think it was constantly just like, oh, what if, oh, we should, oh, maybe, oh, this, oh, that, and then now it's actually like, fuck, we don't have a choice, or like we just have to go, or we have to do this, or I'm just gonna do this because like the stakes are a little higher, but you can actually feel that the stakes are higher, which I really enjoy. I think if I had gotten to this point, I would have like just continuously read it. It's a little sad that it took me over halfway to kind of really get into the mood for it. I don't really know what else to say. I still don't like how long it's taking. Still don't like how long the audiobook is. I still don't like how slow it reads. I don't know if it's this book or all Karen Slaughter books, because that would concern me. I don't think I would recommend it unless you enjoy Karen Slaughter, because then you kind of probably know what you're getting yourself into. But for me, this is just taking too long for it to be enjoyable. And also just at the start, the whole build up, like yeah, you got to the point pretty quickly, but for me to be like, oh shit, took a little bit too long. And it's messed up, and it's fucked up, and the story is totally fucked up. I'm not denying that. It's just not my piece of cake, I guess. It's 3 p.m., but I did finish False. I've been calling it Fatal Witness. I swear to God, it's Fatal Witness. It's not. I would have bet my life that it was called Fatal Witness and not False Witness, but for some reason it is. I did just finish it. In my opinion, hey, it was sad. The ending tidied up, I guess. Was I annoyed? Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know what I wanted from the ending. I didn't know where I wanted it to go. It couldn't really have gone many places. But still, when it ended, I was just like, oh, okay, I guess. Okay. It was a fine book. Was it bad? No. I just really don't think it was for me, personally, Sophia. I don't think it was for her. Okay. I don't know what my exact rating will be, but it'll probably end up around a 3-star because I can't deny the book wasn't bad. Just wasn't my cup of tea. Was I intrigued towards the ending? Yeah. But still, it did not need to be an 18-hour long audiobook. 18 and a half. I guess I was a little bit disappointed. I stand by what I said earlier. I think if, I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to recommend it. I think if you have read Karen Slaughter's book before. I think also Lisa Jewell. I've only read Then She Was Gone. Kind of had like the same vibe, how it was very character driven. There was a plot, but it was mainly about the characters and their relationships and how messy everything was. And I don't know. I think that's kind of how I feel about that as well. Like that's how I feel. So I think I wanted to like it. And when I think back to it, like the story, it was a good story. It just wasn't really it's not something I would go for, you know, because there was no big mystery. There was a thrill because there were stakes. But again, for a majority of the book, I did not really care about the stakes. Like, I didn't really know where we were going towards. And I think if you really like these characters and you really care for them, I think you would definitely be very intrigued. I just wasn't. It's just not necessarily my cup of tea. But again, I bought it, but I didn't buy it directly. Okay, so we had a 50% chance that I wasn't gonna like it. And I guess I'm on the fence of if I like it or if I don't like it. I have no words left in my brain to say right now. When I do at the end of the year, I'll do a big, fat, massive wrap-up. And that will include this as well. And I probably have had more time to think about it. I've probably sat on it. Or most likely I've fully forgotten that I read it. I don't know if my opinion will change. But we will see. If you're still watching, comment this little emoji up here. And I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully in the next day of vlogmas. Bye baby girls. Have a fun evening. And I'm sorry if this video was a little bit short, okay? I'm sorry. I'm trying my best to make 24 videos. I can't make them all 20 minutes.